Okay guys, quick video today. Today I have a junk Game Boy Advance. Going to be restoring this and going to be reshelling it with this shell that I got here. Super cheap shell from eBay, pretty generic. Came with a few other peripherals like the screen, screws and all that. So we'll see what we can do, see if we can get this running, and let's run the intro. Alright, so I've got my tools here, my crappy tools. I'll have to get some better stuff, but hey, it works, so let's get to it. It's not in bad shape. Actually looks decent, to be honest. It's got a little bit of crusties under there, but other than that, it doesn't look bad. Let's see if I can power it up. No power on that try. So we can move the contacts around. Oh, there we go. That was really easy. Looks like it works. Power light works, green, good batteries and everything. All right. Try it with a game. Yoshi's Island. Put that in. No power. No power this time. Okay, so it's not running the game. Looks like the power button's kind of weird, so let's go ahead and try and open this up. Could just be the contacts, maybe some corrosion, who knows. Let's see. Okay, let's pop this off. Alright, that looks good condition. The board, I mean, it looks really good, to be honest. Looks like power. I mean, it's got a little dust on it, some hair, so maybe it just needs a little bit of isopropyl alcohol and then it'll be good. So hopefully that's the real issue. Of course, want to be careful with your ribbon cable. Just a little dusty, that's about it. I mean, the contacts for the L and R buttons are really good. Extension port looks good. I mean, it's pretty good condition, so probably just needs a little bit of a dust off. Buttons look good, even though I'm not going to use them for this. I can always keep them for something else. The D-pad's a little crusty, but really not that bad. Screen is perfect. Put that to the side. Let's get to swabbing this. Isopropyl alcohol. I use 91%. Works really good. Get that nice and saturated. Just make everything look nice and shiny. For something that was listed as junk, this is in really good condition. It's a little grimy there. slider. Just try and dissolve all that gunk. Alright, let's try the power now. Honestly, the power is really the only thing that looks like it's in a worn condition. So everything else looks really good. I know some YouTubers and other people like to get a big dollop of this isopropyl in there, you know, try and dissolve all that nasty decaying skin and all that. Seems to work pretty good, so I try and do the same, and then you give it a good wiggle. One thing I do know is that if you rub on these little numbers here, typically with the isopropyl it'll dissolve it, so I try and avoid that a little bit. Put as little as possible I can over there. And the reader here, see if I can get the pins saturated as well. Get another Q-tip. This one's fine. Let's get more. Let's get juicy. Just all dusty in there. I do have cotton balls that might work a little bit better. Let's see. Got my jumbo bag. Oops, shape it a little bit. Sometimes if you kind of pull the Q-tip a little bit, you can get the fibers out and you can reach a little bit further in there. There we go. It's probably pretty good. So I can clean the battery contacts now. So some alcohol in here. So. And they look pretty good, so I don't think they need that much heavy scrubbing or anything. Okay, not bad. Let's make sure you don't have any fibers from the screw or the Q-tips and all that. Let's try to get those off. Okay, not too bad. Let's move on to the shell. So I'll put the listing up here. It was an eBay buy, really cheap. I mean, you get everything and make it look a little cooler. You know, some people like the original look, but with something that's junk, I wanted to kind of try out one of these cheap shells, see how good they are, and then you know, maybe you'll order one, maybe not. So let's see. It comes with a decent replacement screen cover, whatever. I mean, looks pretty dang close. Not exactly as shiny as the original one, as you can see, but it's not too bad. Alright, so we got our buttons here. Kind of cheap. Of course they are, because this whole thing's cheap. Not too bad. But I did manage to buy a set of buttons that was actually very cheap as well. You can see them here, they're clear. So I'm going to put these inside of this. So we'll take a look at that instead of using those regular gray ones. Get something a little bit cooler going. Looks like it has a little bit of grime on here, so I'll do a quick rub on that. Actually, no, we have to put the screen in. What am I thinking? Alright, so the screen looks fine. I don't want to get too crazy with that, but I do want to reuse this. It did not come with any sticky stuff for the screen, so I'm going to reuse this. Well, let's try that. Screen looks perfect. I don't want to get any more dust. I have to, so I'm just gonna slap it back in. Whoa. Okay, looks good. Make sure your ribbon cable is up there. Drop in your motherboard. Make sure all the little pegs line up. Stick your ribbon cable in. Of course, be gentle, even though I'm not. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and give it a quick test before I button everything up. You can do that by just throwing the back on it. Putting your batteries in. And hitting the power. You need to use a screwdriver though. There we go. Oh, I don't hear any volume. Let's try that again. Oh, perfect. Looks good, as you can see. Awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and put everything else back on. Try wing again. And also make sure the long ones are for the outside. The two short ones are for the inside. And those are Phillips. Screwdriver. Whoa. You can also give these a rub too if you're using the original ones. Sometimes these can be kind of hard to screw in because the plastic hasn't had any screws in it, so there's no threads. Sometimes the cheaper cases don't really line up really nicely. Gonna have to force it a little bit. Not to mention I have this really crappy screwdriver. Whoa, jeez. So that's what happens when you have crappy materials or crappy tools. Jeez. Let's see if I have another set. I have these for eyeglasses. This should work a little better. Gosh. Well, I don't have another screwdriver, so I'll have to make do with this crappy one. Lesson learned. Do not do this with inferior tools. I gotta get into the screwdriver set, so lesson learned for sure that you need a decent screwdriver to do this. The shell is good. I mean, everything else is good. It's just the screwdriver. I can't do anything with it. So, I'll have to do another video. Thanks, guys.